Hello guys, welcome back to calculus class. And this time we're going to go over this review. And this review can be a little bit long and I'm not going to go over every single paper, but this will give you an idea how to do those questions, okay? So, part 1. So this is everything that you have learned in chapter 2. And first one is the average rate of change. So there's a difference between average rate of change, which is just like a slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? Or instantaneous rate of change. That's the derivative. So these are the two different things, okay? So let's look at this. It says find the average rate of change of this one, right? On interval of this one. So let's look at this one. Pi over 4 and pi over 2. And this time I am not gonna ask you to find, give me any like specific point. Basically what you have to do this. What's the y1 gonna be? So here, let's write down everything. What's x1? It's gonna be pi over 4. What's x2? Pi over 2. What's the y1? Y1 is basically you plug this one to here, right? Because that's the y. So y1 is gonna be same thing as f pi over 4, right? Which is sine pi over 4 times cosine pi over 4, okay? Then what's the y2 gonna be? Y2 is you plugging this one in here. So it's same thing as a f pi half. So this one is same thing as sine pi over 2 cosine pi over 2. You know what? I was not trying to make you do all this. Yeah, you're not going to do this one. So now let's do this. So same thing. Slope, which is the average rate of is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? So only thing that we have to do is plug this one in. So what's the y2 in this case? Sine pi over 2 cosine pi over 2 minus, what's the y1 in this case? Sine pi over 4 times cosine pi over 4 over y2 x2 minus x1. So it's going to be pi over 2 minus pi over 4. And that's it. I'm not going to ask you to simplify. I mean, I kind of thought about it, but after looking at this one, I just came to conclusion that I shouldn't, because that's going to make your life painful, right? So try this question by yourself, okay? So now let's look at this one. It's about differentiability. So basically, by looking at this one, I have to find this one. So it says, find the x value that are continuous but not differentiable. Not differentiable means like this. It's an empty circle, all right? So continuous but not differentiable. So which means, let's keep going on. It's not differentiable, but it's not even continuous. So we cannot, this one. This is differentiable because this one is a smooth edge. But do you see this one? It's a like sudden change, like V shape. That's a not differentiable. Because sudden change is not differentiable. And this one is also somewhat smooth change, so it's differentiable. And that's it. I don't see anything that is continuous but not differentiable. Okay. Next question is x value that are not continuous and not differentiable. So any points that are not, so for example, this one, this is disconnected, this is disconnected, and that's it, right? This is not continuous and not different. Because it's not continuous, this is not differentiable, okay? So that's what it is. So you can try next question by yourself. But what about, oh wait, oh, it's not 4 questions, there are 5 questions like this. Yeah, so let's look at this. If g is differentiable at x equals c, which of the following must be true? Okay, so this is differentiable, which means it's, so g is continuous at x equals c. Makes sense, because let's say you have a graph, something like that, I don't know. It says, according to the question, it is differentiable at, let's say this one is a c, right? Yeah, it is differentiable because it should be continuous in order to be different. Oh, yeah, it should be continuous in order to be differentiable. And limit exists. This one is also true because it should exist. And according to number C, limit as x goes to c, this one also exists. Yep, this one is also true, 1, 2, and 3. Because here, it basically means limit exists, okay? It's like number 2 and number 3, they mean exactly same thing, just they just use different math word, okay? So that's about it. But here, let's say you have some graph like this, then it's gonna be a different story. First of all, this is not continuous, okay? Let's say this is a C. I'm just making this question up so that you guys can understand. So this is a C. This is not differentiable, so it's not gonna be possible. Does limit exist in this case? No, limit does not exist because it's a jump. So therefore this one does not exist. So this one's gonna all X if you have a graph like this. But let's say you have a graph like this. And that's a C. Now, here's the thing. Well, let's say you don't have this one, okay? You just have this graph. Now, is that continuous at C? No. So the first one is no. Does a limit exist? Yes. Do you see this one is connected? In this case, this limit exists. Does this limit exist? Yes, it does, because a limit exists. In that case, it is also like this limit exists, okay? So if you have a graph like this, first two make sense, okay? Because that's a limit. Differentiable is a little bit different, okay? So if you have a graph like this, answer is gonna be 2 and 3. But you don't see this one here, so yeah, whatever. Let's look at number 4 and 5. It's gonna be the same thing, I guess. If f is differentiable such that f of 2, when x is equal to 2, when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 5. So you have a graph like this. That's a 2, 5. And if you derive it, which does y is equal to 7, which means the slope is going to be 7. That's what it means, okay? So which one could be false? Well, try your best on this one, okay? And try number 5 by yourself. Power rule. So that one, you should know how to do it. I will tell you this much. I mean, number 1, I think you can do it. Number 2, you can do it as well. Just what I want to say is square root of x is same thing as x to 1/2 power, right? But I told you, when you derive it, don't do one by one. Just memorize it. If you derive it, this one is gonna be, it's gonna be 1/2 x to negative 1/2 power like this, because you have to move up and minus 1. And if you change it, this one is gonna be what? 1/2 x to 1/2 power, and then 1/2 square root of x. But I told you, don't do it this way. Just memorize that square root of x, go straight to here. All right, so now try this one by yourself. Well, there's a 3 in front, but that's not gonna change much. Just you have to be a little bit quicker. And try question number 5. I think I already told you this one you cannot really memorize it, so you have to do it, like change it. Exponent becomes the top, and this one goes to the bottom, okay? And this one is also same thing as this one. these two are same thing, okay? And this one is also this one. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't think I have to go over question number 4 as well, so you're on your own. Let me go over this one. So it says find the equation of the tangent line of the function of this one, right? So equation of the tangent line. So basically they want you to find this one. Y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. So let's see if we know all the information. What is x1 in this case? 3. What is y1? You basically plug this one in here. So this one is 3 to the cube, which is 27. Now what's a slope? Slope is f prime of x. So you're going to drive it, which is going to be 3x squared. Are we okay? But what we want to find where x is equal to 3. So it's going to be 3 squared, and this one is going to be also 27, something that is same as y1 in this particular case. So let's do this one. Y minus y1 is 27 equals slope is also 27 in this case, which is kind of rare case. X1 is 3. And that's it. You don't have to simplify, but sometimes question will make you do it. So you can do this one, but like this. And if you do what? Plus 27 both sides. You don't really have to do this step, by the way. Y is equal to 27x minus 40. No, what is this? Really, it's going to be 6, it's going to be 4, 7, 54. Like that, okay? So second question is going to be, oh yeah, just like second question. Second question is going to be exactly same as this one until this step, okay? So now, good luck on this one, okay? Product rule, I believe you guys can do this one by yourself as well. Just letting you know. Let's say y is equal to natural log of x, y prime. If you drive it, that one becomes 1 over x, okay? So I will just go over question number 1. This one has 2 of this one, 2 of the 2 part. And I hope you remember this. H prime of x is equal to, do you remember this? It's going to y prime times g plus g prime times f. Although I never do it like this, but I believe for some people it helps. So f of x is 5x squared. F prime is going to be 10x. G is going to be natural log of x. G prime is going to be 1 over x. So h prime of x, you just copy this one. So it's going to be 10x times g, which is 1 over x, plus g prime of x. Wait, g is natural log of x. What am I doing? I'm sorry. Natural log of x plus g prime is 1 over x times f is 5x squared. So that's about it. And I believe you guys can do other questions by yourself, I guess. Okay. Maybe, yeah. So other things I will post in the second video. So good luck on that. All right. See you guys.